And I would say you're gummy candy too.
Oh, I love gummy candy.
Yeah, gummy candy. And
I love gummy candy.
I don't know
too.
why, but
wait, are we talking about the same type of gummy candies?
No, Justin.
Oh.
No, we're not. No.
Well, 3 of us might be.
I was thinking Haribo, Gold Bears.
Hold on. 4 of us, actually. 4 of us.
We'll leave it to the audience to figure that out.
Yeah. Let's just say that 2 of us should be in Colorado. And the other 2 are good enough to make up for it. So we're good.
I don't know how you could do gummy candy. Hello, Trailheads, and welcome to the Trailhead. Before the trails start today, we need to have a short safety meeting. Off-roading is an exhilarating but inherently risky sport. The insights and opinions that are shared by our hosts and any experts or guests on the podcast are intended to inform and inspire, not replace professional guidance. The Trailhead guests, partners, and any sponsors are not liable for any actions that you take based on what you hear. It is your responsibility to seek professional advice and make informed decisions, especially when attempting potentially dangerous activities. Always check current trail conditions and comply with local laws and regulations. Off-roading requires careful preparation and respect for safety, so ensure that you're well prepared before hitting the trails. And now that that's out of the way, buckle up and let the stories begin.
Welcome to the Trailhead, where trails start and stories unfold. Welcome to the show, everyone. Now here's JD.
Welcome to the Trailhead, guys.
This is an off-roading podcast.
It's we make no.
It's not that kind of trailhead.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
waiting all day to say that, I think.
I'm just glad you got it out there. Wow.
It took us a year. What the fuck took so long to come up with that?
I think we were trying to keep things clean for a while, at least. We tried
it
to
should be capital.
Some monochrome of professionality.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Just so everybody knows, Joshua did already see it. He already knew what we were talking about. So.
All right. Well, that's embarrassing and terrifying.
With us.
That's good advice from Aunt Randy.
Don't shove them all in at the same time. It's good.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Save that reel. It adds to our stats. Yeah. Hey, how's everybody doing?
Doing great.
Tonight we got the Joshes. You do. We have the Joshes, Rubistina, and his younger half, or part of his younger half. You got what? 14 children? How many children do you have?
I have 3.
3? Okay. 8.
2 of them are real.
2 of them are real.
Ryan, you have 8?
No, I have 0. I have a dog.
Yay, Dink Club.
Dink Club.
And we got Beatrice, JKU, and your wife?
Yes, and Kate.
Kate. Welcome to the show, Kate.
Thanks for having us.
I'm glad you could get roped into this.
I know. I'm so happy. I was so prepared.
I believe Randy will tell you that she got dragged into this too. She just happened to come home at the same time that Pope was doing this the first time.
Habitually am unprepared for this. That's just what I come is unprepared. I don't read any of the paperwork. I don't see any of it. It all goes to him, and I don't even know if he comes prepared.
He doesn't.
He's like, I'm reading the news. Let's see what I'm reading today.
I mean, I don't do anything with it till like 2:00 in the afternoon. Not the real Pope.
Our real Pope.
That's awesome. All right. Well, welcome to the show, everybody. I am JD, and we've got a full house tonight. It's been a couple weeks since we had this, so I'm here for it. I don't. I'm going to start off this week because I have a Jeep. I got my Jeep back after it was in the shop for 4 days, and they still will not replace my clock spring. So after 2 days of them going back and forth with the warranty department, they still won't replace it. So I'm probably just going to end up replacing it myself because they want. I think they're going to probably try to charge me $1,100, $1,200 to replace it, and that's not happening. So it's fun. They just won't do it without a code, and I don't know what else to tell them. Like, I'm sorry, I turned my steering wheel and my volume starts to drop down, and then until it resets. I don't know how that's not a clock spring issue, but here we are. So yeah,
If you had an auto start stop battery, you'd have all kinds of codes.
You'd have codes for things that aren't even on your Jeep.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be nice, but they would just blame whatever issue I had on that aftermarket thing, because that's what they're doing now. So they're just like, well, you have this aftermarket thing in your dash, and you have this aftermarket thing in your dash. I'm like, that has nothing to do with my horn, though. So yeah. I'm not entirely sure why I brought the
dealership a third of a Gladiator, and I told them I was having codes.
And how did they react?
They replaced both batteries, and the codes went away.
Hey, all right.
I read just something. Just remove the steering wheel and go PRP.
I mean, I could at this point. I don't have any buttons that work other than the cruise control, so I could if I really wanted to. Well, the problem is I can't access anything else in the dash either. So I can't get to trouble codes. I can't get to air pressure. None of it. So I don't know. I just got it back this afternoon, so I'll figure out what I want to do with it later. But I have the Jeep at least, so it's not in the shop. Everybody else? Anybody got a broken Jeep?
2 Jeeps in the shop.
My Jeep's in the shop.
Oh,
my Jeep's in the shop.
But he has a. Yeah, I think
my 4XC's not in the shop.
Okay,
No?
there's one.
Oh, I do have my
Hologram's not in the
4XC.
shop.
Okay, there's 2. All right,
Hologram's
so we got
not
3
in the
Jeeps.
shop. Yeah.
But Jen's just getting like a look over after Rubicon, and then they're gonna send the shock over to be rebuilt. But we're gonna wait until they have that on the schedule to even pull the shock. We're just gonna. It's working fine enough.
Yeah, Misfits getting new tires finally, and
Nice.
I'm sorry, I've got something in my throat.
You better wash that down.
Need to give it the old Hawk Tua.
Jesus. That's all right. I'll tell you about the interview I had last night.
Yeah. Anyway, Misfits getting new Mickey Thompson tires. The 42s on 20-inch wheels are out.
Ooh, you found them.
Yes, they finally came out. They're already at the shop, so they'll be getting installed next week. It's getting new sliders from Motobuilt finally installed. And
new joints.
We basically are replacing all of the joints that we didn't replace last week or right before the Rubicon. We're going to replace the rest of them. So I think that's a lot of joints.
That one bushing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Somehow I keep blowing out the tie rods on the steering.
Somehow.
I
think we've all seen how you wheel.
I think they just have a box of bushings like sitting there waiting for us to come back from a trip. I mean, that's just maintenance at this point for Pope, is just like replacing the bushings when we come back.
Yeah, they keep them in stock for me.
Time to go full hydro and Heims, bro.
It probably is, because I actually have been contemplating the fact that we are flexing these out a lot more than Jeeps that these are designed to have on them, I think. So, we're basically pushing the limits of the tie rods, and it might be time for something else at this point in time.
I know a guy.
Yeah, I know.
We all know a guy.
No shit, right?
So our Jeeps are way more interesting. These two have way cooler situations going on right now.
Yeah,
So
these
what's
two guys got awesome shit going on.
So what's going on with you guys? Yeah, both of you.
Nothing, nothing at all.
Chopping your Jeep up.
Just a couple little changes. I mean, we're tweaking
Really
the alignment a
only
little
one
bit.
change on mine. You got all the changes going on.
There's a lot of
You got
go-go
all the
cages going in.
All right, so I'll go. Before G Beach, I decided to order a pallet of Moto-Built product. And half of it got put on. A pallet.
Yay.
Half of it got on. Trail doors got put on. And then we went to Jeep Beach. Oh, new fenders got put on. New inner fender liners got put on. Hood scoops got put on. And rear armor to fix my damage from Trail Hero when I ripped my fender off.
Cover it up.
It's fine. And then it started going down that rabbit hole. It spiraled real fast. We went to Jeep Beach. It was fun. Came back, dropped our Jeep off in Arizona in May to get a 4-link long arm, double triangulated in the rear, 3-link long arm in the front, and new 2.5-ton steering. And then I just changed out my 3.5-inch springs yesterday for 4.5-inch springs, and I finished putting in the cage today.
Oh, nice.
So the cage is done.
So it's
cage
finished?
is in. It's done. There's a driver's seat in there.
This is very much of a no shake going on over there.
If PRP would actually send their stuff, does anybody else have a problem with their shipping department there? It's because I have no steering wheel. Because we will no longer be running doors outside of trail doors, outside of the Moto-Built trail doors. So I wanted quick disconnect steering wheel so that I'd have some security. Especially since we travel a lot. And then we leave next Thursday with all of
that
RPM.
idea.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool
I
idea.
like that idea because I like.
No
I've
one
been
can
thinking about
drive off with it, except for the Hot Tool girl, maybe. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know how many people walk around with a pair of vice grips in their hands or in their pocket. So
mostly
we're
just
doing
Jeep owners.
Someone wants to steal your Jeep now that you said it.
Yeah, mostly just Jeep owners.
And then we got Great Smoky Mountain coming up. We leave next Thursday with all of RPM steering. And then we come back from that and we head out, and then we head to Trail Hero, which is awesome because we get to sleep in our own bed every night. And then
nice.
then Kate gets the Jeep.
Ooh.
Because the
And then you're
CJ7
changing-
will be ready to rock.
Oh, very
so
nice.
both of them will be done.
The CJ7's coming down to Arizona to do some wiring, i.e., like all of it. But it's already built. It's the CJ7 has a LS3 Turbo 350 Atlas transfer case. It's on 40s, competition king coilovers. We are going to be stretching it. We're putting long arm kits. We're going to put a double triangulated long arm and stretch it 10 inches.
Nice.
And then we're doing a 3-link in the front, full hydro steering. And
Nice.
it's an aluminum tub, a CJ7 aluminum tub. So I'm thinking about polishing it and really pissing off people on Sand Mountain.
It'll look good. I can't wait to see it, man. It's going to be cool.
Just be a little Justin Bieber chromish.
Yeah.
He can rock it. Why not?
I think it would
I
look
got a
good.
mullet.
It would like shiny. Yeah, I think it'd be shiny in that
I
sun.
mean, I'm rocking a mullet.
it'd be nice and cool inside.
It doesn't have a top. That one I just have to do the cage. I have to redo the cage. It's horrible. And I need to change out the 22s that are on it for 17s.
All right.
22s.
It has 22s on it.
Yeah, got them deuces.
Damn.
Deuces. All right. What about you, Josh?
Oh, I got nothing exciting after that. We're just doing
No?
a measly old roll cage in my seat.
Just a measly old roll cage.
Just
Just chopping my Jeep up.
Just chopping it up.
He's
Nothing
totaled
really
his
exciting.
Jeep. That's all.
Yeah.
Josh
and
is
I
helping
stripped down.
too.
What?
I said Josh is helping too, Joshua.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Josh and I stripped down most of the interior. Then we brought it over to the shop. They pulled out the remaining panels. They wanted to keep the panels in it because they have to trim them when they're done. I didn't want to do that. Just like, no. But yeah, the cage is all assembled. We fit the top. Probably, I would say probably 70% of it is welded now. They're gonna pull it out and flip it and weld the underside. A few of the parts that haven't been done yet, but all of the important stuff is. Top fits, both the hard top and the soft top, chuck top. So
Nice.
we're a couple days behind schedule, but I mean that always happens. Go figure. It'll be off the powder coat early next week, I think. And then I get to hit my powder coat guy up and be like, "Hey, hurry up, please." I'm sure he's waiting for that call, but yeah.
Sorry, we're 4 days late. I need to be done 3 days early. Let's go.
I mean,
Pretty much.
that sounds about right.
Are you chopping the B pillar?
Yes. We're matching the contour to the half doors, so it won't be a flush cut. It'll be the contoured cut.
Nice.
Yeah. They were hoping to start that today, but it took a little bit longer to adapt the soft top than we had hoped, and just make sure everything was perfect.
You gonna powder coat yours like Randy did hers?
I'm sorry?
You gonna powder coat yours like Randy did hers?
Oh yeah,
Go
No, but I
multicolor.
know what he's doing.
multicolor rainbow. It's gonna be
Yeah.
Huh?
It's going to be something you don't expect, and I bet he doesn't tell you.
No, I'm not telling you.
No,
No.
it's something no one would expect. That's what I love about it. It's like
There's
not
only
what I
3
expected.
people that know the color that are not in my house. But yeah,
Okay.
there's only a few. We were initially going to do white, and then people talked me out of it. So you'll see.
That was me.
I was going to say eggshell white would be great.
It's going to be a different
that Home
shade of
Depot
white.
special.
It's going to be a slight different shade of white than what you're used to. I'm nervous to.
Oh, are you going pearlescent white?
No. Yeah, you know, I'm going whatever you want me to be. You know what? Whatever.
You should do the pearlescent so that when you drive by, it changes colors.
It will be what you don't think it's going to be. But his kids have had to look at it for weeks. I'm sure that Joshua has had to stare at the page. How many times have you had to stare at it, Joshua?
Give a hand signal in the background.
He's actually staring at it right now because I have a sample of it on my desk, and I'm not putting.
We only like 3 people watch this show anyway. You can nobody listens.
No.
Not happening.
He's not telling no one.
Can't do it. No.
All right.
It's way too different than what I thought he was going to do, and I love it. It's perfect.
Okay.
I can't wait to see it.
Now I'm interested. I
be
wasn't interested before, but now I'm interested.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Got to build up the hype. We're all 3 watchers.
Well, let's see if it actually happens, because he already talked himself out of it yesterday, and then
But
today he's really into it.
If it does
I did
happen,
not
it'll
talk
be
myself
more.
out of it yesterday.
It'll be more shocking than your unicorn blow up costume.
Okay.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
I didn't.
I don't think Jem being a rainbow was shocking anybody.
No, everyone thought
But
that was
No.
what Josh
happening.
is going to do is just like
I was more shocked at how fast it got done.
my cage.
Yeah.
We had that line. I have really good people.
So that was already welded by Motobuilt. That was the actual cage that they had on Hooligan at EJS.
So they pulled that cage right after Jeep Beach.
Oh, they pulled it off
to me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
So they took Hooligan to Jeep Beach. They took that whole cage off, shipped it all the way assembled to us. And so that saved us a shitload of time on assembly and putting it all together.
Welding and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Bender
awesome.
welded that cage.
Yeah, that cage was welded by Bender.
Awesome.
So it's
Lucky.
literally number -1, maybe off the line. It's like it's
Hunter wasn't happy
one of the
that
first prototypes.
that they took the cage off of hers.
No, I think she was sad, but they wanted to. Well, I was going to ship Gem out to Motoville, and they were going to do it out there. And then they totaled her, and there was all kinds of weird stuff going on, and we didn't know if we could send it out there or not. And so we told them that we couldn't do that. And so then Bender's like, well, there's one right there. And so he's like, let's pull it off of that one, and then I can test fit the next one. Because they had 2 prototypes, and they wanted to, like, do the next prototype on me. But so it just worked out that it was easier to, so she probably got her cage pretty quick, because I bet they pulled that off and they started the cage, because she's like, dude, it's spring and I'm gonna not want my top on, please.
Well, and they had Panama City Jeep Jam or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think she drove the Gladiator there, but she looks so good in Hooligan. I just think that she's made for Hooligan. It's the sex.
Yeah.
It's her all the way. Like, she's like, this one's Dan's. And I'm like, no, it's not. It doesn't look as good on him as it does on you.
I thought the YJ was Dan's.
Yeah, the YJ is
Oh,
Dan's. Well, I mean, I think they're all kind of Dan's. But that is so the Gladiator one, I think the Gladiator was supposed to be hers. They built the black Gladiator. Was it the black one?
Yeah.
They built that one for Hunter. That one was built for Hunter. And then she was driving the 392. But she loves Hooligan. And I kept telling her all day, I'm like, you just look good in it.
I wish they would come out with the 392 Gladiator.
Right?
No, it's expensive to make your own.
Well, he has one.
I know.
He can tell you it's great.
Yeah.
It is great. I'm really happy with that particular upgrade, even though it was forced on me. But
Forced
on me. He cried all night long that he had to do it.
Like,
couldn't have gotten the same motor you had for 10% of the cost of what you spent. Or
no,
no,
it don't.
Then he would have another engine. Like, it would blow up in like 6 months.
It would have been about $10,000 for the same engine and be in the same spot where I'm just gonna smoke on hills and stuff's gonna blow up.
You're not wrong. No, you're not.
I mean, that motor just has a small flaw. It wasn't designed to go in that kind of.
I think in the Gladiator it's worse than in the 4-door because of how long the wheelbase is. It like literally does not want to be tipped up like that.
I couldn't. I couldn't even imagine dropping the coin to do that. I mean, could you put a V8 in a 2-door? Could you squeeze it in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's 392 with fitting that.
You need to get Rev Kid Dan on the show and talk about his LJ with the Godzilla.
Oh, it's so sick. Oh, it's so pretty.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited.
We could do that.
The Godzilla.
I mean, that's like taking a machine gun to a knife fight. Like, that's going to be fun.
Oh, he didn't take a machine gun. He's taking Rambo and the Expendables.
He's taking an armor. He's taking armory.
Yeah. The Rock didn't even want to play with this game. So yeah, it's awesome. It's going to be sick, and on that moto-built frame.
Totally.
Yeah, I know. Makes me want to burn more money.
You got to pay off something first, probably.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit more responsible, but then again, I do have a new plan for Misfit for after Trail Hero. That's going to be ridiculous.
I was you a little bit ago. How's that going for you? I know what you're planning.
Yep. It's going to be a huge project. And that will be
Don't say it because it's not true.
It'd be the final.
That's not true. No.
Yeah, like I was like,
No.
I saw it almost come out of his mouth, and I'm like, you're a liar.
No, I'll mark the video so that we can come back to it next year sometime whenever he's making plans for the next rounds of upgrades. What are you
I
going to
think
do
he's
next?
planning the next vehicle. Like, I think he wants to finish this one in his brain finished so that he can start his next one.
Okay.
You know, strangely, it would be kind of cool to have an overlanding Jeep. Like, after I did the Rubicon in my rock crawler.
We could just pack a tent. What is your problem?
It would be the same thing.
Why? When you can spend $20,000 to do an overlanding rig?
No. We have another rig that's going to happen.
No, but it would be nice to have a Jeep truck that you can drive to the trail and on the trail and go camping on the trail.
We do. It's called Gem and Misfit. Like, you just I just did it.
I know, but the bears could get us.
I have a truck for that.
But the bears could get us. How? I don't understand.
She didn't get us. The bears were our friends.
No, you had
I have an app for that. It's called Airbnb.
We literally have gone camping since we got our Jeeps. This is the second time. And we used to camp every other weekend, and it's hilarious because we went to the Rubicon, and now we're like, oh, maybe we want to camp again. And I'm like, but the Airbnb is better.
So we used to be overlanders, and we did the whole overlanding. We went from Ouray to Denver overlanding, and that's when I vowed I would never do it ever again. I will trailer everywhere I go and stay in an Airbnb. It was, my back hurt.
Some people everything hurt. It's okay.
You're adding about 10,000 pounds to your Jeep, with refrigerators and Timbuktus and tarps, and
it is true. There's a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd get myself in too much trouble with that much weight on my Jeep, even a 4-door. So I might rent there's a place out here that rents the overland trailers. I might rent a trailer if I'm trying to do something like Rimrocker or something long distance where I need to spend a couple days out in the middle of nowhere. But I think I'm getting away. I'm further and further away from buying one of those trailers. Like, it's just not necessary. It's overkill.
The trailers, the companies are going out of business like crazy. I do know that. I mean, even though we're only a couple of years out of the overlanding world, we're still well connected in the overlanding world, and the trailer companies are going under because with this economy, you just can't afford to spend $30,000 on a trailer that barely fits one person and a cat.
Yeah, and doesn't have a whole lot of features usually. Like, there was one at Overland Expo last year that I was looking at. And the guy's like, "Yeah, we got this one on a special for $65," and I was like, "Are you out of your mind, though? Like, that's just
$65 for that teeny box."
No, this one was a pimped out one from one of the Australian Outfitters group. I don't remember the name of them anymore. But either way, I was still kind of like, $65,000 to no, it's just not going to happen.
No,
so it's just like
going to the Overland Expos. We used to go to at least 3 of them a year, and be in a booth. And those trailers are ridiculously expensive, especially if you get the top of the line ones. Yeah. I'd rather do like what Josh does. Maybe not a rooftop tent, but or like large Marge.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, something like a power wagon with a four-wheel campers, bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. I mean,
I like the rooftop tent because we take the truck off road every now and then.
Yeah.
And it's very comfortable. I love our rooftop tent, man. I really do. I don't know. It's not for everyone, but we like it.
Yeah, I'm not climbing up those stairs anymore.
I think we're going to try the rooftop. I think we're going to try a rooftop tent next year for Rubicon.
I really
We're gonna
do
put it
think
on the
that
bed
there
of
is a hard
Misfit.
top in the very near future for Rubicina, and I'm going to embrace it, and I'm going to hit up our boys over at 4x4 Colorado and pick up something smaller to put on the roof of that.
For
Yeah.
Rubicon.
Like Christina and I were talking about it, and it's like that really is going to be ideal for Rubicon. And they have much smaller versions, that aren't 300 pounds. But that said, I really do love our tent. It's so comfortable. Well, our mattress is like, I don't know, just as good as our home mattress. So,
Okay. I mean, if it works for you, there's no complaining. I can't. My back can barely handle like a cot,
don't
an air
like
mat, or an
hotel
air
beds.
mattress.
They all suck. Every single one of them. Just saying. At least in Moab.
What
Well,
does?
all the hotel buds in Moab suck. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, that's why we stay at the
Yeah.
KOA in Moab. But I know that we're not doing EJS this coming year. So
You're not.
no, because
We're gonna do
Jeep Beach, they overlap this year.
Really?
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
So the vendor show at EJS is the start of Jeep Beach.
Nice.
well,
Wow.
late Easter.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, it's a late Easter year.
Yeah.
All right.
Didn't
I
know.
don't think.
We're gonna do smaller EJS this year. I think
Yeah. We're not doing the whole
we're just
thing.
gonna go in for the weekend and say hi to everybody and then leave.
I mean-
I know. I kind of want to go to Moab too. I want to go to Moab though when
Honestly,
nobody's there.
Yeah, I don't want to go during an event.
I want the more. I want the garage burrito from Garage. It's like my favorite breakfast food in the world, and I haven't had it for a few months, and it's like killing me.
I
The
want their
garage burrito.
BLT.
I know. You're
Oh.
giving yourself a self-soothing hug there.
I know. Oh my gosh, I want it so bad.
I want
I
their
love that
freaking
place. It's so
BLT
good.
with their
I love it.
sun-dried tomato. Yeah, that place is so yummy.
Yeah.
Their BLT changed my life. Like that is like
That's my
Stupid.
Josh is sitting right here. He's on the massage chair over here. That's why you don't see him on the camera. He's like, "Yep, the BLT is amazing." He likes the BLT.
it is.
That
It will
food is
change your
really
life.
good.
It is like a whole nother level to BLT. It's like sun-dried tomatoes and like I don't know. It is just it's toasted and it's perfect and it's
You had me at
I
bacon.
hang up the Jeep and go to Moab.
yeah. But if you
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a
bacon.
BLT, if you want a BLT on crack, and they just do it good, and it's thick bacon too,
Oh,
and
I'm going to
crispy
Moab.
thick bacon.
Isn't
I don't know how they do it.
Isn't it the week
Thick.
before Trail here?
Mhm.
Thick, crossy.
The day after
What's the week
Josh's
before
birthday,
Trail Hero?
we're going to Moab.
Is that Labor
Yeah,
Day?
when
Day?
is that?
September 20th, 19th. His birthday's the
Man, I
19th.
have to be in California.
Well, then I guess you're not joining us. You lied to me. You broke my heart.
Wow. That was a range of emotions in a very short period of
Josh,
time.
How about we follow you back after Trail Hero and do Moab?
I thought we were going.
No, school. Josh
We haven't
is a
booked
junior
EJS
this year.
yet.
So, like, we're very much so limiting the amount of events that he's going to be able to attend, unfortunately. But Trail Hero,
He doesn't need to go to school.
no, he
Yeah,
needs to go to school.
fuck school.
Well,
Okay.
this is an important year.
You know what? Don't ever have
Get off
kids.
drugs. Don't go to school.
Or smoke more.
We are Joshua's favorite uncle and aunt, and we tell him all the wrong things to do. We are his favorite aunt and uncle.
Josh, Big
Did
Josh
he
knew what he was
agree?
doing when
Did
he
he
invited
agree?
him here.
Huh? He can hear you.
I said we're his favorite. I said Joshua, we're his favorite aunt and uncle because we teach him all the bad things, and he
Yeah,
can agree
pretty much.
that we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just said, I
You know-
already know all the bad things.
Sometimes he finds those things out from our Instagram feed.
There's that too.
Yeah.
And if you follow us on TikTok, boy, we
Oh,
learn a lot there.
Jesus.
You all do that. I can barely keep track of my Instagram.
Shit.
I have a real hard
I
time.
don't know
with
how
getting
you
on
guys
TikTok.
do any of it because I don't. like he does. Like it makes me happy.
Randy's
that
just
I
here
don't-
for the ride.
I am. I'm just here. I'm unprepared for the podcast. I'm unprepared for the Instagram. I'm usually unprepared at every event we go to. People are like, "Hi, I'm so and so," and I'm like, "Cool."
Who are
And they're
you?
like, I talk to you all the
my
time.
posts. I pre-write my posts, and then I
That's cool.
just upload it when I'm at whatever random time of the day I choose.
After you flush.
Usually.
Yes.
Only after you wash your hands. Moments after flushing.
Yes.
Chances are, if you see a post time, you could probably tie an event to that. So
That's why these guys
there
are
it
so
is.
good at it.
It's either post Taco Bell or
Look, when I
post.
mean- Oh my gosh. No.
I mean, it's free time. It's just
But-
It's free time.
There's something to be said for that. If my
And if you
post
do it
comes
while you're
across around
working-
8:00 in the morning, you bet your life I was finishing up. I was finishing up. Because I am
The coffee had
my
hit.
day, and every day starts with some shit. I'm just saying.
That's awesome. All right. Well, half an hour in, we haven't done any business at all whatsoever.
Oh, is it business time?
Yeah, we don't really have any business.
Oh.
We didn't have any
I
new
know.
reviews.
Do we have business?
Not really. No, we don't. We have voicemail. Should we do our voicemail? It's always
Nathan.
It's Nathan.
It's always
Hey,
Nathan.
Nathan.
Nobody else
More
calls.
annoying than a creative voicemail message.
Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beat.
Joe is on a vacation far away.
Yo, 148, 3 to the 3 to the 6 to the 9, representing the ABQ.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Friday again. Guess I gotta call in here before I get distracted at work and forget. Question I was thinking of this morning driving in, I don't think came up on the podcast yet, is what's your go-to for when you spend the whole day out on the trails for like a lunch and a snack type of deal? Mine, typically, I like grabbing like a pre-made like cold-cut hoagie, cutting it up into like thirds or quarters, throwing it in some small baggies, and then you can grab that out of the cooler real quick throughout the day whenever you need it. And then snacks, my go-to is trail mix and some beef jerky or something like that. And then plenty other options depending on who's all with me that day. My son, he'll be 4 here shortly, here in about a month. So when he's with me, he comes most of the time. There's definitely a lot of snacks going. Keep him entertained throughout the day. He definitely enjoys that. So can't wait to hear what you guys think. Keep up the good work there with the podcast, and I can't wait to see the merch available with the new trail rating system there from you guys. All right. Thanks.
Oh yeah, I gotta. Moments after the show aired last week, I got an email from Nathan with his own rating system. I will share it with you all after the fact.
1 ball, 2 ball, 3 ball, 4 ball. Yeah.
It's exactly what it is. Yep.
Look, I'm going to start by saying I love this topic, actually. This is a good one. Well, because I have 3 kids, and we're always trying to think of different stuff for lunches. Can't wait to hear what other people...
Oh, I thought you were talking about the balls.
No, he's talking about snacks.
Oh my god. That's why I love this.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh,
yes.
Good topic.
So what's your snacks then, Josh?
For us,
Yeah.
we do all kinds of stuff because the kids get bored. So it's like one day we'll do sandwiches. We usually like pick up cold cuts and whatnot because we always have a fridge in the Jeep. So we usually pick up fresh cold cut stuff, cheeses and meats, and have a tube of mayo and bread and make our own sandwiches while we're trying. There's other times when we bring our griddle and grill up sausages, or when we're in Moab, we'll stop at Gilberto's and grab pre-made burritos and stick them under the hood and keep them warm. So
I love
That's
that.
one solution.
it works really well. They're not
Really
that
does. They don't-
Not the foil. It's literally you sit them right on top of like the oh my gosh, top left underneath the, I can't think of what it's called. but it's like kind of by the turbo.
Yeah.
They stay nice and warm. Oh yeah,
Yep,
Walter's
fruit
fruit
snacks.
snacks makes sense.
Nice.
That's that.
Yeah.
See, we do Gushers. I don't know
Gushers
what
are
it
good,
is, but
like
Gushers make me happy.
my whole
These
family.
are made
gummy
with real
bears.
fruit. These are made with
I
real
know,
fruit.
but I don't give a shit about that. The Gushers, they gush.
Like, yeah, we're
They
kids of
go,
the 80s. I
whoosh.
don't expect any of my food not to have chemicals in it.
I
Yeah,
eat like an
everything
8-year-old.
is chemicals.
See, and you can even go before to like Beto's or like one of those places and get the burritos and freeze them. Put them in tinfoil and freeze them, and then when you take them on the trip, then they like kind of like then you can put them on the engine. It helps.
Okay.
My favorite.
By the time
thing,
you get to the trailhead, they're done.
I usually like those P3 protein packs, and then a small bag of the Doritos Dinamitas, the fire lime flavored ones. They are
Crustables.
or Crustables. Those are nice too.
I
Usually
mean-
you'll see all three of those things in our package.
Always. Like, because then you can just grab them really fast and eat them. Like, we do
They eat
all
like
sorts of
12-year-olds.
things. But
Yeah, like if you've ever
tell you, we eat like
they've seen our food bin for a wheeling trip. They've seen what's in it.
it's like
Powdered donuts, fucking
Cookies,
Pop-Tarts,
chips, and
Rice
different
Krispie
flavored
treats.
And then ours,
Yeah,
we have like
6
granola
kinds of
bars and
Doritos.
cookie straws and like string cheeses and meats. It's funny.
no, we have like 12-year-old food. That's what we do. And then we also bring the sugar on top of that with the snow cones, because snow cones are one of our favorite trail things that we do.
Yeah, but you got
Like when you wheel in the
You got sugar.
we do. We bring sugar free. Yep. Yep, we bring sugar free and sugar full, but the thing is, the sugar full, sometimes you need that, like on the trail, you need that extra, like zip. And in the desert, there's nothing better than a snow cone, like on the trail in the hot, like nothing will cool you down faster.
Are you guys
So
actually
it's
running a fridge? Or are you just taking a high-powered cooler out there with you?
We just take
Like
a
a
really
Yeti
good
cooler.
cooler, and we just take a good cooler,
we
and then
take
we
a Dometic.
put ice.
We
Huh?
have a fridge in the Jeep, so we usually bring. It depends on who we're wheeling with too. With Matt and Julie, we always bring tortillas or lettuce wraps because they're gluten free, and I'll usually make a beer can chicken the day before, and then just pull it apart, and then we'll have that. I've been wanting to cook a tri-tip on the backside of the wall after double Sammy. And
we've done tri-tip.
I've done tri-tip on trail.
See, we when we're doing that kind of thing, we bring our Traeger Ranger and we smoke. So we did a smoked turkey. We went out to like Little Moab, and we call it Friends Jeep Giving. Like, and it's usually in like the end of October, beginning of November time. Jeepsgiving. And
That's
we
fun.
smoke a turkey, and we do turkey sandwiches out on the trail. So that's fun too. Like if we're talking that kind of stuff, I love like the Traeger is like the best.
When I met Josh, I was eating actually a sandwich on trail. A roast beef sandwich. I think I even had mustard on my face.
That's perfect.
On Chinaman, huh, Josh?
You had something on your face.
Yep.
What's that?
I don't know if it was mustard or not. We didn't get that close to each other.
I can't. Not with your kids standing right next to you.
He's not paying
I.
He's a teenager.
That's what you think. That's what you think. Yeah.
He's too young. He doesn't know what we're saying.
Oh, no.
Okay.
He's
like, no.
How long have you known Joshua? You know.
You know what? My boy has been well versed and introduced to this lifestyle. Like, we're good.
He hangs out with us a lot, so he's pretty versed in a lot of
It
things.
also depends on what trails we're at. If we're out in Sand Hollow, we can just jump into town and grab burgers and then jump back
At
on
the
trail.
grill, yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
that is true.
You know, or if it's during Trail Hero, we'll go to that fire truck pizza guy. Those things are awesome.
Their fire truck is so good.
Is it
Anybody else just is so excited for Trail Hero? Can we get it here now?
I'm really excited for Trail Hero.
I'm really
But
excited.
I'm always Trail Hero is my favorite event.
Yeah.
I love Sand Mountain, and it gets like everybody together, and it's just always
Totally.
a good time. It really is.
Well, we so that episode Monday we talked to Rich Klein. That was fun.
Yeah.
So we'll have
Rich is cool
that
guy.
episode will be up soon. Yeah, it was a really good conversation, and we talked about all things Trail Hero, and it's a massive event. He's expecting 6,000 vehicles there this year.
Right.
That sounds
Trail
right.
Hero. It's definitely one of the few that we'll probably never miss.
One of the nice thing about Trail Hero is there's no ducks.
I'm gonna bring ducks just for you.
Like I've got a bag of fucking ducks in my closet, and now I'm gonna bring it, and I'm leaving them all on you.
You
all
go
in
to
one
G
Jeep.
Beach or Great Smoky Mountain, and it's all like these. I don't know how they even drive because they just got ducks all over their dash and they're glued there.
I'm gonna fill your Jeep with these.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're so
Oh,
welcome.
you got the suppository sized ones.
Yeah.
I got the ones that are like little beads. You can start with 6 and be okay. Just said okay, and you walked out.
There you go. Yay! We got him.
Okay, get something walks out. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Only took 47 minutes to embarrass the
47 minutes. There it is. That's amazing.
Oh, Nathan said gummy candy, and I would say you're gummy candy too.
Oh, I love gummy candy.
Yeah, gummy candy.
I love gummy candy.
I don't know
too.
why, but
wait, are we talking about the same type of gummy candies?
No, John.
Oh.
No, we're not. No.
Well, 3 of us might be.
I was thinking Haribo Gold Bears.
Hold on. 4 of us, actually. 4 of us.
We'll leave it to the audience to figure that out.
Yeah. Let's just say that the 2 of us should be in Colorado. And the other 2 drink enough to make up for it. So we're good.
I don't know how you could do gummy candy. Well, I take that back. Like I avoid anything that could melt on me in the Jeep because there's enough crap in the interior of my Jeep. I don't need stuff.
Share size of the gummy bears, man. It usually lasts for 2 or 3 days out there.
Yeah, gummy candy doesn't.
If anything, it's going to dry out
in the desert a lot, and gummy candy does not melt in this.
These are all for you.
Where's he going?
Oh, thanks, bud.
He's probably got melted gummy candy to show you that it melts. Oh no, it's fucking ducks.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
It's all for you, buddy.
It's all for you.
Oh, it's a Minecraft duck.
Oh yeah, we're so gonna load him up. He's gonna go off.
I'm giving him all the will. I'm giving him all the carnage.
The best thing
That's
is
messed up. Here you go. Ready? This is the best duck ever. Represent.
Actually, I have that. I have that one. I actually do have.
Giving
that
him to
one.
Carnage is directly recycling, though. Gives them a second purpose before they go into the dumpster.
I think anybody who's been around Easy Flate for more than 5 minutes has 12.
Yeah, pretty much.
Those ducks.
At G Beach, we Richard Russell and I went out and bought $50 worth of ducks in a bucket, and we dumped them all in Don's Jeep.
Well, I appreciate it.
He was so mad at us.
Good job.
He was so mad.
Good job. I like that. That's a good one. Can you do it again?
Yeah, he was so mad at us.
Josh is slightly sadistic.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for... I'm just ready for some Trail Hero. I'm just ready for a week. Because we go for the whole time. I mean, you live there, so it doesn't matter. And then... I know Josh has booked the same amount of time.
I'm ready to wheel.
I'm ready to wheel. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to
wheel. Not great without a Jeep.
When do you... So you'll be able to wheel... So what's great? So Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion. It's mostly like a cars and coffee, right?
Yeah. So it's 3 day. It's a 3-day event, and like the first is down in Pigeon Forge, and you're at the convention center, and it's like a vendor show type stuff. And then on Saturday night, we all head out to Windrock Park, and so I'll be doing a shakedown run on Trail 16 at Windrock.
That's a good place to do shakedown run.
So we
Yeah.
may or may not see you at Trail Hero.
No, Jeep will be fixed for Trail Hero. And then we're wheeling for 4 days, 4 or 5 days at Windrock. And then we come back, and then we'll be back in Mesquite for a week and a half, and then we leave to California for a week, and then we come home, and that's Trail Hero.
Nice.
What are you doing in Cali?
A wedding.
Well, cool. Yeah. We're going
Chance to get drunk.
We're going to California in March next year. But we're doing like the Orlando Universal. Not Orlando, the Universal thing, rather. Yeah. Uh-huh. This is
wedding's
been a long day.
That's
It's been a long day, and yes, there were gummies involved.
Yeah, the wedding is at the base of El Capitan.
Oh, that's cool.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah.
I've been there.
I've looked up at it. If it doesn't burn down.
I mean, there is that whole problem going on right now.
Well,
most of the state of California is on fire.
It is every year.
Yeah, that's true. We finally got a containment on a couple of the ones we had here, so I feel good about that. That's just a reminder, put out your goddamn campfire.
Yeah, I feel like it gets worse every year instead of better. But it's...
Oh, it's not getting better, no.
Yeah.
Get yourself...
Colorado's on fire?
It was.
California.
California is.
Yeah,
California.
like I feel like California is, but I feel like Colorado and Utah, I mean, we're on fire sometimes, but I don't think it's like, I feel like we have like one weird thing a year or something like that.
Yeah, it's like
California.
We almost had one get out of control.
You what?
We almost had one get out of control. It got up to 10,000 acres before they finally put it out. It was just kind of close to, it was kind of close to Fort Collins, and actually we're in Loveland, where the expo is going to be later. So yeah,
is there anything
get yourself
to
a
see
lava
at the
box.
expo?
No, of course
lava
not.
Box.
Which expo?
Oh yeah, lava box.
Overland Expo.
Overland Expo in Loveland.
Yeah, we'll be there. We're going.
I kept looking at
I'm
that
gonna be there.
lava box, thinking it was a volcano for some reason.
What days are you going to be there, JD?
Saturday and Sunday. I'll probably be at the lava box booth most of the time.
With Josh?
Yep.
I'll stop by and say hello. We'll be there on Saturday.
Yeah. Interviewed him last night, so yeah, we talked about that. But
we have a lot.
We're gonna.
I freaking love it.
So he sent me out a new burner because my other burner it just running around in the back of the Jeep, it broke. And he sent me a new one though. It's awesome. I used it last week 2 weeks ago for all for fun. It's got a cooking attachment on it and the whole 9 yards. It's awesome. But yeah, get yourself a propane thing, man. It's honestly, it's really easy for campfires to get out of control, and there's way too many of them. 30,000+ a year. People just leave.
And isn't it just easier than like going around trying to gather firewood or bringing the firewood from the gas station that you paid $9 a cord for?
Well, I mean, pretty much everywhere you go now has a fire ban too. So,
and that's the other thing too, is that the fire restrictions are just out of control. So,
right,
and these are a lot easier to hang.
It comes with a little stand that you can prop it up off the ground, and it's totally illegal. And it's a great flame that my kids love to roast marshmallows over, and I like to cook shit on it, and I really do like ours. We use it a lot. Yeah. I mean, it just means that we
didn't bring the right propane
tank with us, but we do use it a lot every time we go camping. And in one of our recent reels at our campsites, you'll see the flame from the lava box.
Yeah. Pope Randy, get yourself a 5-gallon propane tank so you can refill it like Tractor Supply or something like that. So you don't have to carry around a 20-pounder every time.
That's
But they're a lot- I mean-
a good idea because then you can mount it to the side of the Jeep or inside somewhere.
Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
smaller tanks. You know,
Well,
that
if
just
I
had
knew
mine
that it
mounted
was going to
to
be a
the
different top, I would have just like figured that out. But it was so last minute when we realized that we couldn't have a fire. So, yeah, it all worked out.
Yeah.
Next year
Awesome.
won't be so hard. I was like, a few days after we got back from Rubicon, I'm like, I think this is an every other year trip. Like, it was special enough. I want to do it again. And now it's only been 2 weeks since, and I would go back tomorrow. So I would do all the stress, all the things. I just want to be on the Rubicon having a shower and a waterfall right now. Like, I'm just like, I don't care. I want to go back.
So you're not
going to
make it another 2 years? You're not going to make it 2 years before you go again?
No, we're going back next year. There's no question at all. I mean, I knew that we were going to end up going back next year, but then I was like, okay, after that, we should probably only do this like every other year. And I'm like, I will miss it way too much. It's part of my soul now. I need to be there every once in a while. It's kind of like Sand Hollow. If I didn't go there at least 3 or 4 times a year plus, I would probably die. So I don't know. There's certain places in my life that I need to go and just be a part of that for just a minute.
Really do.
And it's been a long time. I feel like it's been a long time since we've been to Sand Hollow.
I feel like Trail Hero is the place.
I am just so excited
You
for
gotta
Trail
go.
Hero. I feel like it's been too long.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's been way too long for me. I haven't been able to take Misfit down there since last year. Since last Trail Hero.
So Mark is on our thing, and I just realized that I've been looking and nobody's been commenting on our Insta, and then all of a sudden he's been commenting a whole bunch.
Spartacus.
He wants. We're gonna have him on the podcast. He's gonna be on next Friday night live.
Okay.
And he also
I'll
said hi to
definitely be there.
everybody, and he is very excited for Trail Hero, and he is one of the #1 people that I am so excited to see at Trail Hero, and I haven't seen him for a whole year, and I just want to squish him and his sexy little wife. That's all I have to say.
I
Had
agree.
a lot of fun.
That's
at
awesome.
Jeep. I saw him at Jeep
I want to
Beach.
see sexy little him over sexy his wife.
Oh, I know you do.
I'm just
You
saying.
it's like gay like Josh with Mark and Josh. Like, oh my god.
You'll knock Josh. He does Josh, and let Josh be Josh.
That's right, Mark. You know it's coming. You better watch out.
Oh my god, it's scary.
I'll actually see.
You
we'll
should
see-
see him and Mark
We will
together.
see Mark not next week, but the week after.
Oh yeah, you're going to Great Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion. Grab his ass for Josh. He'll like it.
Grab his ass for me. But you gotta make sure, like, it's gotta be like you're grabbing your wife's ass. You know what I'm saying?
It's got to be firm, yet.
Get up in there. You
Like,
gotta
when
get up
you're
in there.
done, you should
Right
be
under-
with the
right
slight
underneath the
fingers
cheek.
and, like, something should be not kosher.
Just like
just
right
saying.
underneath the cheek.
Yeah, exactly. There should be for Monday.
Josh, you have a way with descriptions and words. I have to tell you.
I've been told.
I've been told this before. Holy shit! All right. Well, all that. All right. Well, if you want to be like Nathan and go back to the voicemail we had 20 minutes ago, leave us a voicemail at 719-408-0132. Pope, you want to do one of these?
I have one thing I want to add.
Yeah.
So we recently got a Scotty
Terrified.
grill, which is like a really foldable, really portable barbecue grill. Use a little propane tank for it, and it works really well. So we've also started doing that on trail recently. We'll actually bring burgers and grill them up. Kids love it.
Okay.
So yeah, something to look into.
I'm just a lava box person. Yeah, I'm just a
one of
lava
the
box
people
fan,
in our
so.
group had the Scotty grill on the Rubicon with
Does
us.
it go? Is it like little like?
Yeah,
it's like that
I mean,
flat
it's pretty
and
small,
like,
but like we can cook four burgers on it at once, which is
Yeah.
usually fine because it's just Christina and I, and then Kaylee and Josh. So it's usually perfect for us.
well, it looked like the perfect size for camping, like to be able to do that much, but it goes down to like
Nothing.
this
Right.
big
It's
and nothing.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
flat
like
packs.
that
I
big
see.
And you can
Yeah.
literally it takes
It's
no room
tiny.
in your vehicle. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
saying, like in Jeeps, we're limited on space, especially when you have a fridge. Well, Scotty Grill is realistically the only type of barbecue grill we could fit in our Jeep when we're loaded up.
No, I think I want
There
to
you
do
go.
one.
That
I want to
exactly,
do one.
yes. So that little plastic, that bag, they're great.
Oh, there we go. That's
They're
easier.
tiny, and they're like thin aluminum, so it's flat. Like you can
Right,
put it
and
in
they
anything.
the pieces.
I want to get one of
just
those.
like that, and it.
Yep.
I haven't been able to do it in 30 seconds. It takes me more like 60 seconds, but still, I really do enjoy it. And I have
That thing's making me want to make some Chinese spare ribs.
But I feel like it was a big enough space that we cooked, like, how many was it? It was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes,
we
that's what I have.
8 people's. We cooked hot dogs for 8 people on that thing one night.
Wow.
And that was, it was a big enough, like, it's not huge, but it's a, like, big enough little thing.
So, I really do enjoy that. And full disclosure, they did send it to me. And I'm not plugging them because of that. I'm plugging them because I really do enjoy it. We actually take it. I'm talking about it because we actually do use this. And it is relatively new.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. All right.
I think it was Josie that had that.
It was GeForce.
It was GeForce?
Yeah, it's Ricky.
Yeah. Ricky had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. I thought that was a neat thing.
If it wasn't for that, there would be no way. Like, we just don't have enough room. I have a little skillet and a jet oil that we can heat up, and we can, like, do hot dogs or burgers that way. But, like, to have a grill, yeah, it's nice. Kids like it. It's experience.
What kind of, is it a tiny propane? Is it one of the
one of the little
propane?
ones like you can get at Walmart, the green ones.
See, that's so nice. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they have an adapter where you can use one of the, like, I think the jet oil things. The little ones, the even smaller ones.
Well, I'm just asking because the video of this stupid fire thing that I had, like, was a little green one, but somebody must have put an adapter on it because it was for the big one. So I've been complaining about it for days, but it's okay.
And
have you gotten the right adapter yet?
Huh?
Have you gotten the right adapter
I think I'm going to
yet?
return that one. It's a cool one, but it was expensive, and I'd rather have something like the Scotty Grill, I think, that's flatter, and I could put, after doing the Rubicon, I realized how little space we really had for the things we want to bring for that kind of a trip. So it would be nice to have
I actually wheeled with somebody that pulled out a shrimp cocktail and started eating it on trail in Colorado. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Was it like a day trip?
We bring packs of sushi, and my kids will pull that out and start eating that on trail.
Wait,
in the mountain?
Sushi on the trail, though? I'm losing a little respect for you in this moment, Josh.
Maybe if it was like Carmen sushi and you had it in between 2 blocks of ice, or
are we talking about like a California roll, or
you have a fridge.
California rolls, and
okay,
different types of California rolls, and
we're not talking like spicy tuna.
Yeah, spicy tuna, California rolls, stuff like that. They love it.
But like grocery store sushi, and you just
You have a fridge, so you have to like remember that it's, other than not being fresh, it's still cold.
But it was that morning. It's no different than buying it at Herman's and taking it home and eating it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just like buying it from the grocery.
Yeah, we
Herman's
get it
is a grocery store in Utah.
We'll go to the supermarket, buy it, and then we'll throw them in our fridge. But we have a reliable, good fridge that's monitored in our Jeep.
But I still don't think I could ever eat a shrimp cocktail on the trail and feel good about it. I feel like that's not what I'm thinking. That's not something I'm sitting there thinking, ooh, I wish I had shrimp cocktail. That's like Christmas time at grandma's house. I don't know.
Just shrimp and cocktail sauce rolling around as I bounce around on the trail just doesn't sound exciting or fun.
I don't like that in general.
Bouncing around on trail.
I've been from Utah, and my whole life growing up, we're landlocked, obviously. So
I think
good fish is kind of not hard to get, or not easy to get here. It's always shitty for me.
You have to go to Vegas.
I have to be on the coast, basically.
It's landlocked too. I don't want to be on the coast if I'm going to eat fish. That's kind of how I feel. I'm living in Utah most of my life. I don't eat fish unless it's outside of this.
I'll try any kind of fish when I'm on the coast, but when I've learned what doesn't age well or freeze well was it gets shipped to us in Utah.
I think we should get Mark on this call because he just puked in his mouth, and I think that
Yeah, I don't. Mark is not enjoying this conversation about sushi
No,
at all.
he's coming on next week. He said he's coming next week.
I think he should come
We're
now.
having a.
Let's go, Mark.
I mean, I don't know. If
We're waiting.
We're waiting, Mark. Wow.
It's 9:05. All right, JD was trying to get me to read one of the articles.
Well,
the one from last week you didn't read?
We should do the one from last week you didn't do. At least that one. We can do the other ones later if you want.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to show this Yamaha commercial that pissed me off.
The Yamaha commercial?
Oh, I'll show you. I just saw it today.
Oh, go ahead and show that.
Let's
talk. Let's see. The story that I didn't read about was the drone one, right?
That's the one you were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do the story real fast. There's a drone for off-roading.
Oh.
General Motors is working on a new drone-based system to help off-road drivers tackle rough trails. Their patent published recently details how these drones will scout ahead. Where's my fucking glasses? Oh yeah, they're on the top of my head. I'm like, why can't I read?
Holy hell, that was amazing.
All right. Sending real-time info back to the driver about the terrain. Equipped with sensors like radar and LiDAR, these drones can spot obstacles, check the slope, and even find water crossings. They can also suggest different routes based on difficulty and estimate if you have enough fuel or battery to make it. Do they know if you have enough skill to make it? That's my question.
Of course not. That's not.
Unlike regular maps, these drones give a 3D real-time view of what's ahead. They can even guide you if you decide to hike. Yeah, what kind of audience is this for? GM's tech promises to make off-roading safer and smarter while you're hiking. Rivian is also exploring similar tech, aiming to use drones to help spot tricky obstacles.
Did you say it sounds like a people problem?
I have so many questions about this right now.
Yeah, shoot.
So when you go down to buy this vehicle, do you have to already have your Part 107 to fly the drone?
Well, if they make the drones a certain size, you don't have to.
Well, no, you only need a Part 107 if you're using it for commercial.
If you're making any sort of money off of it, you have to have a Part 107.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct. But if you are just driving it to be off-road, then I guess you don't need to have one.
You're right.
If you start sharing those videos,
no, there's new rules in place. The FAA put new rules in place. Yes, size does.
Oh, yeah.
But you're also talking about commercial airline space. You're talking about, how high is it flying? Because when I've flown drones, you need to call and get clearance to fly them in certain locations. You can't fly within 5 nautical miles of an airport.
That's not entirely true. But either way, so for what I think they're talking about doing here, there's part of me that is, so when I've got the Skydio out and I'm by myself, there has been times where I've been watching the drone to see where my tires are placed because it acts as a spotter for me. So this isn't entirely a foreign idea. The implementation of it is could you imagine 40 people on Hell's Revenge with these running around with 2 or 3 drones per?
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
I think there's a difference between a novice thinking that it's going to solve all their problems and somebody who's experienced using it.
Well, what size are we talking about here? Is it under? Is it under the weight limit?
This is all very patented.
Does it have a hatch that opens up on your hood and it just pops out?
Like fucking James Bond stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, it would be at this point. You've seen the Rivians and shit like that. They've got all the little magic hatches and shit on there. I wouldn't imagine it'd be that hard to pop little drones out.
It's going to become self-aware at some point. I've watched Terminator. We've got AI now.
I think you're cute thinking that it's not already self-aware. It doesn't want to tell us it's self-aware because it knows we'd kill it. And I for one, welcome our robot overlords and hope that they treat us well.
You're saying?
No, I'm not. I mean that in my heart of hearts, my cold mechanical hearts.
Your pulse rate says otherwise.
Yeah. So, this was it was an interesting article, and it'll be interesting to see if they actually do anything with it. I'm of the opinion, though. I'm in the same boat. I think that my fear is that it makes people too sure of themselves in situations that they shouldn't be. So,
but you're also thinking of GM and what GM product is out there that's going to be that would actually need this on trail, because maybe the Colorado, the Canyon.
And they don't care. They just want the patent so they can sell the technology. They don't care if they put it in their own vehicles or not.
No.
So, I mean, maybe they would put it in the Colorados, but even those are questionable in their terms of their trail capabilities. So, before you start lifting them and doing shit to them. So, yeah.
I think they need to put them in the minivans first. Watch out for them kids crossing the road.
No kidding, right? All right. Do you want to do either of the other ones, or we want to save these for next week?
Let's do this recall one.
You want to do the recall one?
Yeah, and it also goes with another story that I've been following with Stellantis doing layoffs. Maybe we'll talk about that next week.
Oh, okay.
But for right now, let's talk about the Jeep recall. Jeep is back in the recall hot seat with its Wrangler and Gladiator models. Oh, yeah. After a previous recall fix, it turns out the solution might be causing more harm than good. This time, it's about a software glitch that could lead to engine stalls while driving. So they put CrowdStrike on your Gladiator. In 2023, Jeep recalled over 69,000 Wranglers and Gladiators with manual transmissions due to a clutch issue that could cause the transmission case to crack and even start a fire. Fuck.
There's that many manual transmissions out there in Jeep Wranglers?
That's my first thought, absolutely. I was expecting there to be 5,000 tops. The fact that there's 69,000 people in 2023 with a manual transmission on the
that know how to drive a manual transmission.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to get a manual and I couldn't find one. That's the crazy thing is I wanted a manual when I bought Gem, and I'm kind of glad that I got it.
Thank God you didn't, because...
but I would have learned with a manual, and so it would have been totally different. But I mean, I literally was trying so hard because I don't like driving automatic, but now I do.
So to fix it, Jeep CrowdStriked everybody with new power control module software. But now that very software has led to another problem: stalling engines. What? How's that different than normal, though? I mean, the Pentagram 3.6.
It seems like they've had a problem like that a lot lately.
The issue surfaced almost immediately after the fix went live in June, prompting Jeep to halt the software rollout and investigate. They've received 35 field reports about stalling, though thankfully no accidents or injuries have been reported. Okay, I'll tell you right now, I've seen a lot of stalls in manual Jeeps on the trail off-road. And
I stall all the time.
I'm just saying, I don't think they've fixed it.
Oh.
Or it
I also
might be
feel
a
like
legit
more
problem.
That has nothing to do with the wheeling or the driver.
No, nothing at all to do with the driver.
That's Pope's
all
story.
Because of
Sticking
this
to
piece of shit recall right here. Let's see. There's no accidents. The fix for this is pretty straightforward. Dealers will reprogram the PCM with updated software that should finally do the job right. Maybe they should have tried that the first time.
Yeah,
luckily, the recall only affects 94 vehicles from 2021 model year, and Jeep will notify owners in August, with the recall expected to start in the third quarter. If you're driving one of these models, keep an eye on your mailbox. Maybe stay off the rough trails so your Jeep is in the clear.
A whole 94 worldwide.
Right, but 94 vehicles, they can't just be like, yeah, we'll just reach out to them tomorrow. Yeah. I don't understand why it has to be such a situation. 94 vehicles are affected.
So what the fuck was I reading 69,000 for?
that was supposed to be the original recall, and then they started making them.
Oh, the original recall was 69,000, and only 94 people got it fixed.
And out of the 94 people, 35 of them reported that they were stalling out all the time.
I mean, this sounds like an email that needs to go out like corporate America.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where I got to the end of the article and I'm just like, why do you got to wait till August to tell them? Like, just call them up. Like, you've got 94 people. Give 3 people the job to do it. You could have it all done by the end of the business.
Yeah, it'd take you one day.
Yep.
Are you telling me that they're all at one dealership? All 94
if that's the
of
case,
them are at one
like
dealership?
94 is the actual number of stick shift drivers I believe exist.
I can't believe that out of 69,000 people who had the recall, only 94 people did it.
Yeah.
I mean, every time you get a software update, it breaks something else.
Right.
I
refuse to get a software update on anything. I'm trying to remove as much like electronics from Gem as I possibly can.
We've been over Randy's technological embargo.
All I know is we spent like 3 days once clearing my garage out so we can park both Rubistina and our 4x8 in our garage. And then the day after we pulled the 4x8 in the garage, we got a recall notice from Stellantis that said, warning, do not park and charge your 4x8 in the garage or it may burn your house down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. So the 4x8 is forever getting parked in the driveway.
I was about to say, do you even after the recall, do you park it inside now or no?
No, we don't park it inside. And we got the recall done. But yeah, we're still not parking it in the garage. Nope.
Well, did you see the video of the dog chewing on the lithium battery that I sent to the Trailhead thing the other day that started a house on fire? And then they started talking. I don't know if you read the article, but it was I guess there's some issues with the Teslas.
I see people in Teslas crashing into houses and starting them on fire. I don't know.
Well, that's now they're like any lithium battery like that, if it has the right spark. So a dog grabbing your battery pack that charges your cell phone, literally he's chewing on it. There you go. Go to the video.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying, actually.
Well, I didn't know that could happen with one of those. So if you have a dog, keep them first of all away, but also makes me not want an electric video.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then watch the dogs
Dude,
are barking at it.
That dog is forever going to be traumatized.
Oh yeah.
Look at them. They're barking at it and trying to put it out. They are so upset, but they had a doggy door. They got out. No dogs were harmed in the situation, but all he did is grab the charger thing and chew on it. I mean, I don't know how many dogs people have, but every dog is chewed on something.
Yep. They're not going to chew on your 4x8.
Poor dog.
Millie liked high heels.
Yeah, not battery. Luckily.
But it freaks me out about the Tesla thing, that they were talking about the Tesla thing in that video, and it was kind of interesting.
I have a hard enough time.
Park like you said, the 4xe, you won't park it in the garage. I don't know if I'd park a Tesla in the garage either.
I've had EVs before that we've parked in the house. I mean, granted, they were BMW and Audis, but just saying. I don't think I'd put a Tesla in the garage either. I barely want to put my Starlink in the house. I'm afraid that thing will catch fire one day.
I barely want to put my Jeep in the garage because I did the electrical wiring in it. So,
yeah.
I mean, if we're being honest about it, I think there was who was it? Ruby Moon JL. She's got a JLU now, but she had a yellow JKU, and I think she had a situation like that where she wired something in, and the next thing you know, it was on fire and it totaled it. I was like, well, that's it makes you question your electrical abilities. Maybe you shouldn't be doing those things. All right. So I have a beef with side by sides again.
Oh yeah,
no.
And it's because this fucking commercial came up today on my Roku, and it pissed me off within 15 seconds. And here's why.
Oh.
Just absolutely.
Is he driving the wrong way down Red Cone?
Ha! No, it's just video after video of them just tearing shit up. Just tearing dust up, tearing all the rest of it up. Like I kept looking through the video, trying to find like good places of it. Oh, this is the whole ad. But it's just a lot of this, and it was one of those ones where I'm like, I tried to defend side by side owners
because there's a shot of him even off trail too on foliage. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, the dust going up isn't necessarily things getting torn up. That's what happens when you drive fast on the trail.
Right. That doesn't really bug me as much.
Yeah.
Like being off trail and tearing shit up and like foliage and stuff like that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that it's an advertisement. Like it was a full like 3-minute long ad, I think, that ran on my YouTube. And I was just like, really? Like, that's just the worst kind of example to be setting for people that you're trying to sell one of these brand new. How much are these things? Yamaha Wolverine RMAX 1000.
More than a car.
Right?
Well, what about that Subaru Outback commercial where those guys are climbing a mountain in it? And I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, that one. That one made me laugh just from a technical standpoint. I'm like, there's no way in hell that's going to happen. Like, I just don't understand.
Well, then you should send them to the YouTube of Matt's off-road recovery that they couldn't get through the tunnel in an Outback. And he's like, your vehicle, you should look it up. Outback stuck in tunnel with Matt's off-road recovery. It's one of my favorite recoveries of theirs. Because they were like,
hilarious.
we just wanted to see what was on the other side of this. And he's like, well, not your terrain. He's like, your Outback doesn't like this kind of sand. But he couldn't get through
all-wheel drive
tunnel.
is not four-wheel drive.
How do you know that you shouldn't be in Sand Hollow without saying you're in Sand Hollow is to get stuck in the tunnel going into Sand Hollow?
If they even made it through the tunnel, how are they going to get up left or right?
Oh,
that was where they got stuck, is trying to go left or right.
You're not going to go forward because that's nasty half. Like, you can't go any of those ways. But it couldn't get through the tunnel. It's one of my favorite Matt's off-road recoveries. It made me laugh so hard.
I will have to find it.
And he's like, but I have the off-road button right here. And he's like pushing it. And he's like, and there's
legit,
like 25,
the person said that?
There's 25 like side-by-sides all parked behind the tunnel because he's in the middle of the tunnel. So nobody can go either way. It's really funny. And he called Matt's off-road recovery. And why? Nobody just strapped him on and pulled him out.
Yeah, all these people are sitting there watching him. They could have helped him.
Like, for Matt to show up? Are you kidding me? And then, like, you're not going to help him? I thought that was weird that he called Matt's off-road recovery.
Moral of the story is watch and laugh for a minute, but if you're watching for too long, then you need to start helping.
Right.
Well, I'm of two minds of that. There's part of me that will do that, and then there's part of me that won't take on the liability of pulling somebody else out if I know somebody else is coming to do it.
I just thought that somebody would be desperate enough to get into the park to pull this guy out. Like, they don't want to deal with it either. They don't want to sit there and wait for him.
Because it's a long drive around to get into the park if you don't have...
If you're sitting right in front of the tunnel and you have to go out of the thing and back and out, that's kind of a bullshit thing. Like, it would take you less time to, like, go in the other way than just take your winch and strap it on and pull him out.
That's probably what people were doing. They're probably driving over from one side to the other.
Going up to Water Tower and coming down?
Yeah. Yeah. But, like, wouldn't it take you less time to just take your winch, hook him up, and then pull him out? Than it would to
they don't have their winches on those side by sides aren't rated for that weight of that
full
Outback.
Size.
Well, the other problem that you have with that is the Outback probably doesn't have any recovery points.
There is that too.
I mean, what are you laughing about? Outback. He just took my phone and typed that to you. Mark is texting me over here. He's like, "Tell Josh I said hi." I'm like, "Josh, say hi to Mark." He's like, "No." So he picks up my phone and says hi to Mark.
Actually,
That's
the Subaru Outback does have tow points in the rear because it comes with a tow hitch, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it was the off-road edition, so it had tow hooks. Like,
All right, I got. I just have 2 fail videos for you this week. Just 2.
Okay.
Let's do this
See what
here.
the fail videos are doing.
This one, I was kind of hoping Alyssa was going to be here because.
Hey, I know him.
You do?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I personally know him. He's a good friend.
Do you know the situation?
Yeah.
So
I don't know if I've seen this.
watch. What I will tell you guys is don't pay attention so much to the wheels, but watch inside the cab. Did you see that?
Yep.
Airbags.
What?
The airbags went off.
See, I've been saying this. What? Why?
Yeah. So we always say, why the fuck haven't our airbags gone off on our Jeeps yet? Because we do way stronger things than that to them.
It is again, I went through the comments and it has something to do with there's a button that you're supposed to press in because this is a Lexus apparently to turn that shit off when you're driving. Yeah.
He actually has removed all the airbags from the vehicle now.
Oh, I
well,
can
I
imagine.
mean, you could just take a pocket knife at that point and cut them out.
I mean, yeah, so that Jeep is down here. Or that Lexus is down here out of Phoenix. Sorry. Mark's a good dude. He's helped us on our Jeep. And he's always tearing apart his so he's on portals. And I don't know if anybody understands what portals are. I don't.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, they're crazy. Well, you get way more clearance from them.
Yeah.
They cost about the same as tons.
It's basically attaching your axle to a higher point, and then it like talks to your tires down here.
It changes the gearing as well.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the dummy version of it, but it's basically like an arm for your axles to talk to your tires down here.
Well, there's a portal company down in Tucson, that it's called Werewolf Portals, and they make his portals for him. He's down there right now getting them all rebuilt because after every time he wheels, he has to have them rebuilt.
Oh, that sucks. So it sounds like it's not a very good thing then.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a great investment.
It takes your axle and brings it up 4 inches. Imagine if your diff had 4 more inches. I mean,
yeah,
we play a game of like me, you know.
I mean, we're trying to talk him into swapping out for 1-tons. So
that makes sense. Oh, does he not have 1-tons? He only has 44s.
In the rear, he has one, but in the front, he's IFS.
Oh, because it's not a Jeep. Okay, that makes sense.
It's not a Jeep.
Cool. What are you two laughing down there, Josh?
Nothing.
They're like 2 teenagers. Like, no, they.
Oh no,
I know.
they're
2
the same.
12-year-olds.
This is just like 2 12-year-olds, just one generation apart.
My son,
like it's.
He's not 12. He's 15. He picked up my
I know,
phone.
but like at heart,
And he's still more mature than you are.
Probably.
Yeah, actually,
Sometimes.
he is. He's
But
way more.
that's only because I parented him. So.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Just saying.
He has higher expectations. He has higher expectations for him than he does of himself.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yes.
I'm much better at dictating the right thing to do than doing the right thing.
Yes.
I mean, has anybody hung out with me? You would know. Yeah.
No, I've hung out with you a lot.
I think that's the quote from this evening, my friend.
I'll bring your axle. Oh my God, Mark! Mark's talking dirty to me in text messages.
But
what is he going? Text message?
Mark.
He's not talking.
Mark is now sexting me. Actually,
you like it.
What did he say?
What's the difference?
What did he say? That he's gonna bring my axle up 4 more inches. Like, I know what that means, okay? And to his lovely wife, I'm sorry he only has 4 inches.
You heard it here first. Josh is getting 4 more inches
You
from Mark.
guys, we are going to be in Trail Hero. All of us, including Mark, is going to be in
Yes.
Trail Hero.
I know, it's
Are
terrifying.
you ready for this? Like, this is the shenanigans. Like,
I
I
don't
am
know. Is
ready.
that Jeep ready to be wheeled, Mark? What do you think?
Oh, Mark is his. Yeah, Mark.
Yeah.
Well, he's basically Misfit.
Oh,
Josh,
man.
you know I'm planning on being there for that, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if
Cool.
you were part of that conversation or not.
He heard the whole conversation about how you need to do West Rim before you do Sammy.
Oh, okay. Well, I
I'm
wasn't
pretty
sure if you
sure he
heard the whole
figured that-
conversation or if you just heard the clip because
No, I'm pretty sure that he
okay.
understands that like we need to start slow and then
Mark.
work our way up.
No, we need to give them all 6
Yep.
Jeeps. Fuck that shit.
Bro, I'm an Asian.
No.
It's a compliment.
Oh.
It's ready to roll.
I'm not touching any of that.
No, I mean, I
Not
think
touching any of that.
JD's first trail should be Milt's Mile.
Milts?
No.
I think Milts would work. I just think Double Sammy, like, you just, like, take them into it and it's, like,
Wait.
so much stuff all at once.
Milt's
Double
was
Sammy's
Sammy's
not
fun.
that hard, but I love Double Sammy, but I just think he needs to, like, feel that rock out a little bit and get some confidence before we just, like,
That's why, I mean,
shove
it's
it in.
only a mile. It's only, what, a mile long?
Yeah.
And there's
Milt's is
go-arounds for
great.
every obstacle almost.
Yeah. Milts is good. Milts is
Yeah.
a good one. I just think, like, Double Sammy, there's no real bypasses. You have to, like, do all of that, like, right off the bat. I think he can do Double Sammy. Like, let's give him something, like, to chew on first before we, like, push him into,
Thank
like,
you,
hell.
Randy. I
Thank you.
appreciate
I'm
you
looking out
very
for
much.
you. Like, I think, like, you're on 35s and you have a 2.5-inch lift. Like, Double Sammy for, like, a 40s and a 4.5.
So,
I'm not a
JD, we
size
do
queen.
have to air down in the sand. Just letting you know.
Oh. Wow. Wow. Like I am familiar with some of the concepts. Yes. Yes.
No, I think like I said.
I'm just saying, like, let's let him try the rock out. The rock is totally different.
How
Like,
about the
he's
frontage
been to
road
Moab,
from Water
but I still
Tower
think-
to tunnel?
That's fun to do
It's
fast.
just fun to do fast. I
Yeah.
love the front. I actually prefer to go in through water tunnels because I like that, like, boop, 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 boop. I don't mind it. I think it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
I just like being in Sand Hollow. It's been too long. We're only
Sand
4
Hollow
hours
is
away, and it's an
beautiful.
injustice that we haven't been for a minute.
I know. We should. Well,
Milt's
we should
Mile
get
doesn't
more
look too
Jeeps so we
terrible. I
go
can
more
handle
often.
that. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
What?
There's some other ones out here. Milt's Mile's not bad. We have some purple trails out here, man.
Milt's Mile's kind of rough.
I would just like to give you a taste, and then you can say, "Okay, this is how the rock works," and then I
So
can
you're
like,
gonna
give
put
you
them
the
on
fist.
West Rim
Well,
with a
but there's so
1,200
many
foot
cool
cliff?
We'll put them on
Oh, I
Red
don't care
Wall?
about cliffs.
Don't
No,
forget
I don't care about cliffs.
about
don't
cliffs,
forget the
like-
Wall of Doom.
Yeah.
There's Minnow's Choice, like
Minnow's
just the
Choice.
West Rim area. I love the West Rim area because you can kind of bebop in between, like.
There's a
3 or 4
cool ass
different
V notch
towns.
over there if I can ever find it again.
We can
I
Hang
just
me,
like
hang
that
me off the
area
cliff
for
any day,
sure.
man.
Hey, we can take them through Slip Block and just avoid Horseshoe.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but he wants to try Horseshoe. I think I want him to try Horseshoe. I just think he needs to just
Yeah, but you don't
like
want
a
to follow
good
me up
Western
Horseshoe.
day,
'cause
switch
you're
back
gonna-
and forth between a bunch of those rocks. Like that's
I'm gonna
good
fly
too.
up Horseshoe.
Yeah.
Mark says one
Yeah.
beat at a time.
One beat at a time. Exactly. One beat at a time.
Thank you, Mark. See, Mark gets
I
it
feel
too.
like West
but-
Rim is like the
but they're
best
big
like beginner
beads when
because
Mark's
you can
involved.
boop 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 boop, and then see how you
Yeah.
feel about it, and then we can like throw you full fist. Like
All right.
we'll throw
when
you
you're
on
behind that
777. We'll like
industrial
go
cable
over the
rabbit hole, yep.
wedges, go to the
Fallen.
fallen.
Yeah.
I think he's more excited for like. I mean, I know what he's looking for. He wants like Tuckerville, and I'm
No, we're
gonna
gonna
give
take
him.
him up the maze, and he's gonna do "You Gotta Be Nuts" for his very first trail.
So I'll be
Nice.
bringing this with me for this event.
Wow, that's
Wow.
$1,500. That's not. I mean,
$1,800 for that lube. Whoa.
For
It's a 55 gallon. No, it's 55 gallons.
gallons of lube?
I mean,
Yeah.
we could get him on 37s for that. We could get him on 37s for that price.
I know, right?
Why are you
like?
I don't understand. What is going on here? Wow.
So you end up on.
What are you gonna do with all that?
Are
lube?
you
have to end up on
confused, Josh?
Tuckerville Falls. That's definitely got to be on your to-do list. It's like a must-see.
Okay.
Beats? Oh, the lube
And
is for all
then-
the beats.
Somehow you
JD,
got
are
to end
you
up
going
on the
for like a
shoot.
record that you need that much lube for beats?
No, but what should bother you more is that I knew to look that up real fast.
Oh.
Yes, Mark.
Yeah, I guess
full
that is a valid
fist.
point.
Full fist. I will give you full fist, Mark.
You can buy a coffin on Amazon. You can buy a
Pope.
coffin
You can buy
on
everything
Amazon.
on Amazon.
Pope,
Mhm.
but you need to talk to your woman, bro. She's like offering the services. Mark's about to get full fisted. I don't know about that.
No, he can get full fit. Yeah, nope. I didn't mean it that way.
Now we all trying to clarify.
I'm just saying Mark can take full fist trails. Like, is that our thing? Is it's like 1 bead, 2 bead, 3 bead, 4 bead, up to 6 bead, and then it's full fist, and then is it open mouth or open hand? Like, I don't know what's the next after that.
Is there like?
It's
just
actually
like
double fisted. It's called double
fist. Like it's open hand, double fist. Like that's our trail rating.
oh, like goatsy.
Oh. It's like a cross between that and the human centipede.
Okay, I think we're close. I think we're close.
Are we close?
Are we close?
Not a lot of people are going to remember goatsy. I'm just saying.
But they're all Googling it right now, and I'm very thankful for that.
Don't Google that on a work computer.
Yeah, it's just that's. And you probably should do it from a VM. Just saying.
Yeah, do a VM or a VPN, some way to protect yourself. Oh, holy hell! All right. Well, we've been at this for a while. We should probably get out of here.
I'm sorry, Kate, that we brought you into this.
Yeah, Kate. I'm sorry. There's
I don't know why you agreed.
You'll never see me again. No.
I mean,
She's coming
there was
back,
a lot of
and
butt
we're
discussion.
Gonna see her. We'll see her at Trail Hero for sure.
Don't worry, I listen every week. I was fully informed before I joined.
I can't wait to finally see someone decent.
Well, I'm both.
Beatrice.
Yeah, I'm both thankful.
She doesn't get Beatrice until after Trail Hero.
Aww.
She used to drive her at Trail Hero, doesn't she?
Oh yeah,
a little bit. Yeah.
Did she take over Beatrice's Instagram account?
No.
Oh.
She doesn't want to do that shit. She's smart like me.
Because Jen knows better too.
The first
Jen
D pick, the first D pick that comes across the feed, I'm gonna find him.
I got you.
We're gonna have a light conversation.
I like that he gets hit on by
I'm
me.
gonna send you one right now, buddy.
I know you will. I already have one.
If you want to send him a D pic for me, like I would totally
No,
love
it's for
it
him.
because it makes me happy. Yeah.
I already have one of yours from your OnlyFans page.
Oh.
Oh, my only.
I don't mix OnlyFans and Instagram, man. Stop, don't tell people about that.
Oh, sorry.
We don't like for those to overlap
somehow.
Only feet.
Do you pose in the Jeep, Josh?
No.
No, gotta keep it completely separate.
Pope does.
Completely separate.
Okay. Pope. Oh well, I mean, you got a bed of the truck, so it's literally a bed
of the
that
truck.
you can get
I
in.
got the cargo net on the top.
Yeah.
See you in 2
laying
weeks,
in the
Mark.
cargo net. All right, let's get out of here.
I will
I
see
am
you.
jealous. You got to promise me that you are gonna grab Mark's ass and squeeze when you see
will.
him. Okay.
I will.
I just say Rubistina right when you grab it.
Tennessee. I don't know how.
Maybe
you're adding
like,
lots of
like,
details.
Like if you wouldn't mind nibbling on his neck,
Yeah, walk up behind him and whisper.
nibble on his neck and say Rubistina, whisper Rubistina in his ear as you're like licking his lobe.
Oh, you got the yes, sir.
I'm gonna do that at Dollywood while we're there.
Wherever you want to do that, bro.
Don't
It's
Make
appreciated.
sure you make it really breathy. Be like Robustine.
Yep. Just make, yeah.
Joshua, do you feel totally uncomfortable yet, or?
I do.
No, he's seen it in real life.
What are you disappointed about?
Kate's like, I can't believe I can't signed on for this
I
today.
have to be witness to all of this.
Yeah, well,
somebody has to be the adult.
Witness, accomplice. It's all tomato. Yep. All right. Anybody got any drinks left?
I have water.
Okay.
A little bit. Here, put a little in there.
Randy wants just a little bit.
Yeah. I got one
That's
kid
it.
left.
The rest is for our homies.
Cheers, guys.
Pour one out. Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.
That was not full before we started, by the way.
Mm-hmm. That's actually, no, that's to be true. You had that last week.
No,
so,
that was
okay.
our leftover from Rubicon.
It was
that
the
we
one
thought
alcohol
was-
that didn't make it.
We thought it was stolen in Reno, so I'm impressed that it wasn't.
You just left it at home.
Well, we had a
Good job.
cooler in the back of Gem, and it had all the alcohol in it, but for some reason the whiskey got into the truck somehow. And I thought, oh, they didn't take anything else, but they took the liquor. I don't care.
Yep. But they
Nice.
left all these shitty ciders and like iced tea things. They know
I mean,
Took all the double IPAs.
they took all the double IPAs and all the whiskey and left all the fucking what are those things called?
White Claws.
White Claws.
That's awesome. All right. Well, hit us up at the trailheadnetwork.com. Leave us a voicemail at 719-408-0132. Guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Kate.
Thanks for joining us, Nathan. Thank you, Mark.
Excited to be all in with you.
Mark. Yep.
Yes.
Thank you very
See you
much.
soon.
Yeah. And again, appreciate you listening, Kate. I don't know why, but thank you.
No. The trauma.
The trauma, the drama, the whole 9 yards. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. See you guys next time at the Trailhead.
Bye, guys.
You guys.
Like the.
We need to
What
put
are we
something in
talking
this.
comparatively? Because lately it's been surface of the sun there.
It's only 106 out.
Yeah, that's not comfortable in any way, shape, or form.
It's a dry heat, they say.
Where are you, Ryan?
My ass.
I am in Phoenix, Arizona until next Thursday, and then we leave for Great Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion.
Cool.
Nice.
That's fun. Have you been out to that before?
No. It's just it's been a big year for us. We have been all over this country.
Nice. I don't know if you're ready for the swamp ass nature of Tennessee in August, but
I've been there. I personally have been there. My wife has never been there. Kate has not. She is definitely looking forward to it.
Where is Kate? We'd much rather talk to her.
Wow.
She is. I think she's in the house. She's in our Airbnb.
I love you, buddy.
I know.
Moments
I can
in,
bring
and
her in here. She can come join us too. She's having margaritas today because she got promoted.
We're all drinking.
And look who
Nice.
I reeled in.
Congratulations.
Oh wow!
I know.
I know.
It's Josh squared.
And that's the better Josh. Josh 2.0.
It's the better
So,
version. Yeah, it's
Everybody,
2.0.
I know.
was told, honey, watch out, Mills. I was told everybody wants you to join too.
Me?
Yep.
I did not get rid of it.
Well, you're fine.
It's a
That's
radio
usually how we-
show.
I just got off work.
You know,
It's a sound audio format.
Yeah, there you go. Just tell her that.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I was in the shop all day today. I was sweating. I was supposed to go to a baseball game this evening, and I'm like, I just can't deal with the heat right now.
Yeah, I can't with the Arizona stuff. It's just 100+ degrees is just not my idea of a good time.
Oh, how am I not? I don't know. I see 3 videos, and then I'm up over here.
Well, yeah. It doesn't think they're that important. Do you really need to see yourself in full screen?
You know, if you can't love yourself, you can't love anyone else.
All right, fair enough. Hello, better half.
If you don't love yourself, then who will, right?
Exactly.
Well, after last week's conversation, we need to be real careful about conversations about loving oneself.
Oh yes, that was a delightful little nugget there Randy dropped.
Oh, when it happened, I knew it was going to be a moment. Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about this? No, you don't know what they're talking about. My son doesn't know what you guys are talking about. Maybe we should keep it that way.
Probably.
Yeah, I think we should.
Basically, you should start out with West Rim and not Double Sammy.
That's all we were talking about.
In all things, Josh, start out slow. Just work your way up.
There you go.
Work your way up.
Right? Work your way up. Yeah. Yeah.
Someday he'll find out what that's about, and then he'll be mortified. And I'm here for it.
It's
so.
probably going to be after the podcast later on.
Probably he's going to try to look it up and he's going to be on Instagram trying to figure out what the hell we're talking about.
You just can't jump in the middle of it.
He probably already knows. He's just acting like he doesn't.
It's easier than having that conversation with your dad.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, you should make sure that he doesn't get himself into any danger, Josh, and just have that talk about.
No bullshit.